What's up, asshole army? Welcome back to the Probably Bullshit Pod, the podcast where I never know what the fuck I'm talking about and have conversations I'm too immature to host. Today's guest was Jesus Macklen Ochoa. Jesus has been actually a longtime friend of both my older brothers and someone that I've had the opportunity to know for quite some time now. Today we talked about a lot of experiences Jesus has gone through, a lot of his college life, spending some time wrestling and studying over at CSU. Jesus also spent a semester studying abroad over in Spain. We were able to talk about that, what that society and culture is like living over there for quite some time, as well as spending a spring break homeless in DC for school, a little project that he went on over there. We also got into a bit of fatherhood and what that's like for him now, growing as a man, and everything that comes with it. Thank you guys again for listening in. Don't forget to follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Instagram, YouTube, and actually now on TikTok, since no one these days has a fucking attention span longer than 5 seconds. Go ahead, drop a like, subscribe, comment, repost, share to everybody you know. Thanks again for listening in. Let's get to the show.
What were you headed to your dad's for?
Just go hang out, see him.
Oh, nice. What's he
Yeah.
up to?
He's just chilling. Yeah.
Where does he live?
He lives downtown still on 12th.
He's lived there forever or what?
Yeah, pretty much, bro. Since probably 2000. We moved there 2000 or 2001.
Where are your parents from?
They're from Chihuahua.
They're born and raised out there?
Yeah. So the specific, it'd be like Guadalupe. And then...
I'm going to close this fucking window. But
Yeah.
go ahead, sorry.
So they're like from neighboring ranches down there in the municipality of San Francisco de Borjas.
Mm-hmm.
But like the two towns that kind of neighbor each other are Guadalupe and Santa Rosa. And my mom's from Santa Rosa and my dad's from Guadalupe. Like a river splits them. It's kind of like one of those classic stories or whatever. Yeah.
We had a fucking river that we had to like come together across and shit like that. That's what's up.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. When did they come here? When did they come to the States?
Fuck. My dad's kind of been here a couple times, like for work, like in the 70s and the 80s, and then my mom only came here like once, twice to work here around. They got married really old, so like
So they met out there though?
yeah, and they dated for like 10 years, bro. Like it was the weirdest thing. They're already old, so I'm like, I don't know how the hell. Like I don't know. It was just different times back then, I guess. But yeah,
When you say old, how old do you mean?
like my dad had me when he was 44.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
My dad was 44 and my mom's 6 years younger, so she was 38.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
So they're old.
Are you the oldest?
I'm the youngest, bro.
How many siblings do you have?
Just me and my sister.
Oh, gotcha. I didn't know
Yeah.
you had a sister. That's what's up.
Yeah. I have an older sister. She's 4 years older than me. 3 or 4 years older than me. I'm pretty sure 4.
And where were you born?
I was born here in Greeley.
Really?
Yeah.
So was she?
She was here, born in Greeley as well. Yeah.
Nice. Fuck yeah, dude. Well, hell yeah. Again, thank you. Appreciate it for fucking doing this. That's what's up, dude. I guess we're already kind of talking like childhood, parents. What was childhood like for the most part? What was it like living inside the 4 walls that you fucking grew up in?
It was good, man. I'd say happy, humble but happy. Didn't always really have much or, Christmases were a little rough, but I feel like, we were always happy. That was, at the end of the day, that's what it was.
Yeah. What did your parents do growing up? What were their jobs?
So my mom is disabled due to mental health, and then my dad has worked in maintenance and custodial basically kind of forever, but he always does just different jobs and different things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the longest term job he's basically been doing probably since 2002-3 is custodial maintenance at Northridge.
Nice.
So he's been working for the district for a long time.
That's what's up. Was he still working there when you went there?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. That's
Yes,
kind
it
of
was cool. Yeah. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gone to like see me wrestle or play football or lift weights or anything. Like,
Oh, so
'cause
he
just
had
been
to be
working.
there, like
Yeah.
whether he wanted to or not. That's kind of cool.
So it was cool. Yeah.
Imagine that, like, fuck, like, not only do I get to watch my kid wrestle, but I'm getting paid for it or
Yeah.
some shit. That's what's
And
up.
I get a spy on my kid. Make sure. Out the trenches.
Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, you went to Northridge wrestling over there. What was that wrestling room like growing up?
It was cool, man. There's a lot of good guys. The older guys they were all fucking, they were great. Like, some of the, I don't know, like I don't know if like they want to be mentioned on podcasts or whatever.
I can cut it or whatever, maybe later, whatever.
But like, I don't know, Robert Pickrell was fucking amazing. Like that guy was great. There was other guys that were pretty good. Like Chewy was pretty good. Pugo was pretty good. Dylan would have been a fucking beast. Like he would have easily took state his senior year. So he was really great. Like those guys were super good.
And these were all like upperclassmen when you were younger?
Yeah, they were upperclassmen when I was younger. Dylan was only a year older than me, but he was good, man. Like he was
what got
good.
you into wrestling?
Honestly, it was just me and my friends. I wish I would have got into wrestling when I was like 4 or 5, but just one day my buddies were like, "Hey, we're gonna do wrestling after school. You want to go?" And I was in 8th grade, and I was like, "Sure." And one of the coaches was fucking cool. Like that fool has like his family owns like they own a boat store, so they would just sell boats and have fun and like live their life, and they even had like parties at their like the banquets or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They had them at their lake. I didn't get to go, but like my buddy said it was dope because they had their own private lake, and they had like trampolines under the lake, and like they had their own fucking they were pretty well off, man. They're some Kersey guys, but they were cool. They're what really got me into it, and my friends too, because it's just, I don't know, you spend a lot of time with your friends, and you know, we were just there on Saturdays all day, all night, like basically all day, and yeah, man, it was just a lot of fun.
Where'd you go to middle school at?
I went to Franklin.
Oh shit! So you were still Franklin Falcon back then too, huh?
Yeah.
Before fucking the red and blue combined with the purple. Yeah. Fuck yeah, dude. Yeah. That's what's up.
Franklin was cool. Like there was an award you get for like being like a super good student and like recognized for shit. It's called like Falcon of the Year, and your name gets like fucking plaqued forever.
Oh shit!
And I didn't get it because
oh fuck, I thought that's where you were going.
I was just a shithead because I like one of the teachers, like he was, I don't know, he was joking. He's like, "Oh, I rode in with my mother-in-law," and I was just joking, like just a joke. But I was like, "Oh, that sucks, man." And I was like, "Sucks to have gotten a DUI. That's why you're carpooling." And like,
dude, you can't joke about but it was like that.
It was a joke in the morning. Like everybody laughed. It was great. Like no problem. But then like I don't know who spread the word or whatever, but it kind of got everywhere, and the principal got involved and stuff. And they're like, "Yo, man, you can't be saying this." And he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna press legal charges for defamation." And I was like, "Brother, I'm like 13."
So he was cool when you said it, and then like
he was cool, but during the day as it spread, like people were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
How'd you even know he had a DUI?
No, I don't know if he did have a DUI.
Oh, okay.
He probably did because he was carpooling with his mother-in-law, and I was like, all right, like.
I assumed he had a DUI, and then like you're calling him out in front of everybody.
It was just a joke, and he knew it was a joke, so it was no big deal. But then maybe it was true, but I don't know.
Yeah, but, maybe it was. Fuck, because the only way that you would take that much offense to it and like pursue legal action against a fucking team.
Yeah, and just I don't know, and I didn't want to be in his homeroom anymore, but I wasn't gonna be a bitch and.
Like, this was your homeroom teacher too.
Yeah.
Oh so shit!
I wasn't gonna be a bitch and like flake out or whatever. Like I was present. I did my work, and like. You know, it was just like me and him had a mutual understanding that we just didn't like each other anymore, and but it was cool. Like I didn't have any beef with him, and at the end of the year, he's like, "You know what? You're a stand-up man." He's like, "You said what you did, but you know, let's just move on. Let bygones be bygones." And I was like, "Hey, that works for me."
That's cool.
So it's just like, I don't know. That's how I've always been, man. Like if you don't like me, eventually, like we'll just respect each other and we'll move on. Like our own separate ways. Like it is. It
doesn't have to be like fucking violence. Or
I never have like
obviously not in this case either because that's a fucking adult. But
yeah. And I was fucking 13 and I was being more mature than his ass. You know what I mean? But
you think that's what shorted you of your plaque or what?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like I think that's the only thing that caused me because I'm pretty sure he was just like, wait, like he did say this or did do that. So I don't know.
He was the final verdict, and he fucking voted no.
He voted no. He put he was in like the Roman cathedral.
Yeah,
he just kill him.
That's funny. Fuck yeah. So yeah, I guess we were talking Franklin as well. Back to high school, and then you went to CSU here in Fort Collins. No,
I went to Colorado State. Yeah. Well, the reason I went to Colorado State is I didn't think I was going to win like a full ride scholarship. So I was like, I'm probably not gonna get it. Like I'll end up going somewhere local. I really wanted to go. I wanted to be a Gator. I wanted to go to Florida, but
That'd be sick.
yeah, I didn't think I was gonna win it, and ended up winning it. And I was like, well, all my shit's here. Like I'll just go to CSU, and I just went to CSU, and it was cool.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah.
But so then you weren't able to get any type of like scholarship shit going to Florida, or you had that as well? It's still
Well, I still had the option. Like I could always transfer out, but it was just like too much work. And I don't know, the way I see like college is like it's and the way people like see blue collar and shit like that. The way I see it is like a ticket to do anything you want. Like I need to get my ticket.
Mhm.
So I was like, where can I get it without fucking around too much? And I was like, I'll just stay here and get it.
Don't you feel like that would make you fuck around more because you're around people that like you fuck around with, being so close to your hometown?
Yeah, I mean, I always came back for the weekends. I always came back for the weekends and stuff, so that was fun. But it was just like it was a whole different like people at school didn't understand your situation at home, and at home people didn't understand your situation at home at school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So and there was like no real situation, but it was just like my friends in hometown were like I'd always be willing to hang out with them everywhere. Like I wasn't like I never separated the two,
Mm-hmm.
but like in college, it was just like a different environment, I guess. But
And were you a fucking big partier shit like that when it came to college?
yeah,
Especially like freshman and sophomore year?
yeah, I definitely partied, bro. It was a shitstorm a couple of years, but no, I just really what I wanted to stay focused on is finishing school. I did get in trouble once a little bit. I wasn't even drinking, which was weird, but I got in trouble and I was just like, man, like I better sharpen up, So I don't know. I stopped partying so hard. I kept partying. I didn't give a fuck, but it was just like I'd rather like get this done, get this ticket, and get out.
Do you care? Do you mind me asking what it was you got in trouble with that one time?
Yeah. So it wasn't like. So I didn't get. So I like, and this is I guess this is just how like, I guess you could say it's pretty down, but like this fool was like driving and he had a beer. Like we were young college kids, but he had a beer like cracked open. He was sitting on his console, and I didn't even open mine. Like I didn't even have a beer because I was planning to go to a party in Greeley and hang out with my friends. So I was like, nah, I gotta drive, and I was like, I'm not gonna be drinking this. So we went. He's like, you care if we go to a party? We went to a party, and then they gave me a beer, and I had a closed beer, and I was like, sure, and I had it. So we jumped in the car, and we're like, all right, let's go to this club party, because then after that I was gonna go.
Yeah.
So we hop in the car and we're driving, and we get pulled over because this fool has fucking tinted ass fucking windows in a Durango that's fucking shitty. And yeah, we get pulled over, and I see his drink, and I'm like, man, like he's gonna get in trouble, like he's gonna get in trouble. So I grabbed the beer and I threw it under like my the open beer, and I threw it under.
Yeah.
And then my beer, I just set it down. So this guy was getting out of the car because they were already investigating him. And then the other cop like pulled up to the side. And
there's two.
Like he literally saw me do
fuck.
everything, and I was like, damn it. And he's like, you want to go to jail for this guy? And I was like, no. And then it was just like he
Literally just a fucking.
he made everybody else pour their beer out, and then I was the only one that got in trouble for anything.
Damn.
So,
even the driver too.
Even the driver ended up not even getting a. Well, I think he got a DWI, so not a DUI, but a DWI. But I was just like, well, that sucks. Like I was the only one that actually got in trouble. I had to go to like disciplinary actions for school or whatever. And I wish I was drunk. It would have made it worth it, But fuck.
Can I at least get fucking hammered first?
Yeah. But yeah, he just made everybody in the backseat. The backseat, they were fucking toast. They were drinking that whole time.
Yeah.
Their beers were in their hands and shit, and they were like, hey, just pour it out and go home, have a good night. And he's like, but you motherfucker, I'm making an example out of you.
I guess it's because he saw you throw the beer. So it was
yeah,
almost like,
and I was like, I was just really not trying to get him in trouble, but like looking back at it, I was just like, man, like I should have let it ride. Like I should have just been like, hey man, I'm good. I haven't been drinking.
yeah. It also depends how much that cop wants to be a fucking dickhead too, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Was he trying to be a dickhead?
Oh yeah, he was. As soon as his partner told him that, he changed his voice octave, and fucking.
Pussy.
But it's whatever. And I get it. They're trying to, and I look back at it, and I'm kind of thankful for that, because, if it wasn't for that kind of direction, it's like, bro, like you would have been just continuing to party and bullshit and get.
Yeah. But I mean, like even that, like it's minor shit for the most part.
Exactly.
I guess whatever disciplinary shit they want to throw on you is outside is a different fucking thing. But
Yeah.
when it comes to like what really you did wrong was what?
Yeah, and there's like nothing like like the shame, like, and I think this is what people like in other cultures don't understand, but the shame, like you, like as a paisa, like you give to your parents for doing something dumb
Yeah.
is like worse than like going to jail or doing something. You
Mhm.
know what I mean? Like in my eyes, anyway. Like because having to tell my parents, like, hey, you know, I got in trouble, I might lose my scholarship depending on how they evaluate me. But there was a badass like administration lady. She was older, she was old school, and she's just like, hey man, like, and I told her, I was like, man, like, do what you got to do. Like, if you got to report me or do everything, I was like, everything, the worst has already happened, you know?
Yeah.
I already had to break the news to my parents. And since my parents are older, like, I have a lot more respect for them, you know? And like, it's just different. Like,
Yeah, it's almost like some more like wise man shit, like for sure.
exactly. So I was just like, fuck. And, no, she was just like, looks like you already had your lesson. And I was
Yeah,
like,
I don't need to do much more.
yeah. And I was like, fuck, like, cool. Like,
That's what's up.
So she was really nice.
You were in a fraternity too in college, weren't you?
Yeah, Sigma Lambda Beta International Fraternity Incorporated.
Nice. Damn, that was a long fucking name.
It's a long name.
That's what's up, dude. What's fraternity life like? I feel like when people outside looking in, when it comes to like fraternity shit, people always think of just like frat guys of just being like some fucking pussies, like some douchebag tools. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, our guys is different. Just because a multicultural fraternity is different from a traditional fraternity. Like traditional fraternity, like I feel like you're just a number. Like not to be offensive to anyone, but it's like you're just a number. You're just there to party.
Mm-hmm.
Multicultural is like they know your name, they know where you live, they know your parents. You know, you're pretty much family. Literally, my family was part of this organization before I even joined it. So my oldest cousin, he created the chapter in UNC.
Okay.
But they call it crossing when you join. That's even different from like traditional because it's like you have to earn your way in.
Mm-hmm.
Not to say like it's not hazing per se, but it's just like you validate. Like I think about it like the old Greek days, like in I think it was ancient Greece, but there's stories where like everything was outlawed. So like if you wanted to play your fucking trumpet on a Saturday, like that was outlawed and you'd be fucking killed or hung for it.
Yeah.
So like people created kind of these secret organizations where it's like you got to really test if this guy's gonna fucking rat on you and everybody dies, you know. So that's how I feel about it. Other people have their perspectives, but I think that's what made it cool too. But anyway, my older cousin joined it. I knew about him, and then my other older cousin joined it as well. He was like the line right after. They call it lines, like every line that comes in.
Like almost like generation type shit. Or
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yeah.
Kind of like a family tree.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
So yeah, he was like the first line under UNC that came in there. And then I remember I was always asking him questions like, "Oh, what do you do? What is it like?" And I'd be fucking around. They'd be like, "I don't know, man. Like you got it's shit. You kind of got to earn." And I was like, I didn't understand because I'd watch these parties and shit. And then now that I'm on the other side, like I understand it completely. And I got my twin little cousins in it as well, so they understand the perspective as well. And that was just really important for me to get me and my family in there.
What was? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say like it creates a brotherhood that like keeps you accountable. Like there's some situations at school where it's like, yo, bro, what the fuck? Like you're bringing our GPA down. Like
Oh, they have like a total GPA that's like calculated between everybody. Too?
Yeah, to make sure we could still run. So it's just like
you have to have like a minimum.
Yeah, or else they'll be like, because there's like a commission that like oversees everybody. Like there's a council.
Shit. I assumed it was just all student ran, like for the most part, and like
no,
we do what the fuck we want.
No, and like the bigger you are, the averages like kind of it's easier to meet.
The requirements are less, yeah.
But like if you're small, if there's like 5 guys and one guy got fucking straight Fs and flunking out, it's like, bro, what the fuck's happening in your life,
Yeah.
So it's a little closer. You get held more accountable. But overall, it's literally like that network. Like if you have nowhere else to go, like you're creating this environment for people that look like you.
And did you guys like what was the initiation that had to like go through? I guess when you joined as well.
Like you do regular interviews and stuff, and then you basically just begin your process, and then after you kind of you join. So that's another reason you don't really share like the details of what you did to get in.
Gotcha.
And that's what I mean by like that Greek organization.
Yeah.
Like it's like, again, back in those days, you probably would have got, ended if you shared, you know what I mean?
Really?
So, and like in the Greek days,
Yeah.
Here it's just like, I don't know. That's just the way I see it. It's just like you have to really trust someone.
Yeah, no, I get it. I guess honestly, like that shit is completely foreign to me when it comes to like any type of college life for the most part. Fraternities, again, this is me being a complete outsider, even asking questions because it's like I have no fucking clue what's those four walls are like. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But there's a couple movies you could watch and get kind of a gist for it. There's a lot of multicultural organizations, and then you kind of, I don't know. There's some movies. I don't know. I'll find some that you could watch. You could be like, oh shit.
Get a better idea of how that shit runs too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. What year of college did you study abroad?
I think it was like 2016. Yeah, it's got to be spring of 2016. So I left in December and came back like May or like late May, June. Mm-hmm. And then in June I had to go to another like retreat for another scholarship that I had. That was like service based. Like you create a service, like you were given money to basically like it's like study, right? But you were also creating something purposeful for the world or something. Mm-hmm. And we were always trying to get something going, but it was just like how can I create something more impactful? And it sucks because I did volunteer and did all this stuff, but I wish I would have created something cool. Like there's people that are creating like new water resources in their country. Yeah. Like that shit's cool. Like I wish I would have done something like that.
What were you doing mainly instead then?
I was just going through the organization and we were trying to stand up. We did help with like a youth conference retreat, but it was through my fraternity. So it was like, I kind of did help, but I didn't.
It wasn't like really hands-on something you did type of thing?
Yeah. And I think I ended up was able to get donations for it. But yeah, it was just 1 year, and that was, I think, the last year we had that conference. But that conference is super special. Like I don't know if you went to it, but it happens when you're in 8th grade and you go to UNC. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like that shit was like when I was in 8th grade, I saw my cousin up there.
It was like the LULAC thing type.
It was I think UNC calls it the Latino Youth Leadership Program. Yeah, and it's basically just for males, it's all males that go.
I'll be honest, I remember fucking around that entire little trip that I went on.
That's
some of my friends.
That's what it is. But in 8th grade, like I did the same thing. Like I didn't give a fuck. Like I saw my cousin up there, I was like, that's weird. Why the fuck are you here? You know?
Yeah.
But
trying to bitch up all the fucking guys from Brentwood and shit. It's like, what's up, pussies?
But when I got that full ride scholarship, I got the Daniels one, and they asked me like, hey, like you care if you like come and talk to like kids and tell them like what they should be doing like in order to be in your situation. And I was like, sure, like I'll go. And then like when I went to this conference, I was like, man, these guys are giving them like real shit and talking to them about real stuff that they should be working on. Like, you know, even if it's not like college your destination, just like create a better environment and give yourself all
for
the
your
tools.
Community, for your people, shit like
exactly.
that too, yeah.
And that's what it was. And like it wasn't like it was Latino men, but there's also like just everybody, like a lot of males. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like exclusive to Latino, but it was like mostly.
Yeah.
But it was just like a lot of these kids and different like from like Franklin, like there's a lot of shitheads. Like, you know, people didn't 100%. Come up in the best environment. But when I went there to tell kids about it, I was like, man, everything these fucking guys are telling them, I wish I would have listened to when I was in 8th grade to be like in a better position than I am now. And I was like, man, like this is something like that I want to do. Like when I get to college, like I'm gonna fucking figure out, I'm gonna do it. Not because my cousins were there too. Like I did see them, but that's what people don't understand too. It's like people could guide you to do something, but the only way you're gonna move outside of your comfort zone and see that it's possible to do it is if you see someone else do it that looks like you. Mm-hmm. It's not necessarily like, no, I'm not discrediting like all the other people like that aren't like Latino that helped me in my life, because they were really impactful and I appreciate them. But like it was seeing those people, it was like seeing my cousins, like my oldest cousin that started that that chapter over there. Like it was cool.
It just gives you more relatability.
Exactly. It's like, well, if he did it and he comes from the same exact or the same or closest to the environment that I'm in,
Yeah.
like, because he's literally my family and he did it, like, and my other cousin did it. I was like, why can't I do it?
Yeah.
And it's like I should just do it. Like it's just another check. It's just another.
It also depends on how much you like want to too, though, because
Yeah.
it could be a completely different fucking path in your road that you don't want to.
Oh yeah, and you could take several paths, but it makes that in your head, like I don't know, like did you think you were ever gonna drive at one point? Like,
I mean, yeah.
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 Why? Because Victor drove.
Yeah,
Like
my fucking older brother's driving.
They
my
used to
parents-
drive you around.
Yeah.
You know, like
So-
you knew it was coming,
Mhm.
and that's what I'm saying. Like it was like college for me wasn't like, and also my sister too was really impactful, but it was just like, it was like they did it so naturally. It was like it's your turn, dude. Like
You gotta do the same thing.
do it. Yeah,
Mhm.
and it wasn't like I had to. It was just like, all right, let's check the box.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's really important for like, I don't know, like, and I don't mean to get all like super cultural or people.
No,
of color
100%,
and
I
shit
get
like
it,
that,
though.
But yeah, like that's what it is.
Like if it becomes a norm, then you're more used to.
Exactly.
You feel like
the more
this is
you're
something
exposed, like exposure is a big thing. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, like the fanciest restaurant I ever ate at was Carl's Jr. You know what I mean?
Oh, shit,
that was
yeah.
that was my
Like it's our birthday. This is where we go.
yeah,
or some shit.
that was my Fogo de Chao, or that was my, you know, what's the fanciest fucking joint over there? That
don't
was
know.
my fancy,
Yeah.
like, and we had that like once a year, you know what I mean? So it was just like, my sister breaking those boundaries and like, you know, hanging out with her friends that are like, oh, they go to Chili's, and she's like, oh, look, this is Chili's, or
Yeah.
or my older cousins, like my older cousin Oliver, that took me to another like fancy restaurant, but it's not even fancy now. It's
fucking-
just like whatever, like.
Olive Garden, maybe.
But to me, it was just like
Holy shit! Yeah.
like mind blowing. So
Yeah,
like,
dude, I remember being like, I don't know, like going to like Buffalo Wild Wings for the first time, and I was like, yo, this shit's kind of sick. Like,
Yeah.
this is fucking dope. Dude.
yeah.
But no, I get it 100%. Was your sister like then first gen? Or did your sister go to college?
So we're both first gen
Okay.
because
Same line, basically.
basically the first generation is like the age group. Like if my mom would have came and she would have gone to college, we'd be second gen, so
Yeah.
it wouldn't have counted.
Gotcha.
But yeah, we
She
were
was the first
gen.
one out of your family then to go to college?
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, she was the first one to go to college, like move out, and it's weird. Like again, in Hispanic households, it's just like, oh, you're abandoning us, like fuck you, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. It's just like we're preparing ourselves to be, you know, better.
Do you feel like that's what both you and your sister got from like family? Was like that attitude of like, what the fuck?
Well,
you're
it's just me, my mom, and it's me, my mom, and my sister. You know, so we're small. You
leaving?
know,
You don't have any lot of uncles, nothing.
well, we have uncles and stuff, but it's just like it was literally us. Like it was like as like your immediate family. It was just
Gotcha.
like us.
Yeah.
So when she left, it was just like, oh, it's just me and my mom and my dad now. You know.
Yeah. And where did she go?
She went to CSU as well.
Okay, so it's not
Yeah.
even that far, really.
No, and it's not that far, but it was still like she was gone. You know, like she
Yeah.
couldn't help. And my mom has a mental health disability, so it's just like. She needs like help with her meds and stuff like that, and like when she wasn't here, she still tried to balance stuff, but it was just like, yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, it's not the same as when someone is
Yeah.
living in the same fucking
Yeah,
house
exactly.
completely. But sorry, we also went on a big fucking tangent here
yeah,
too.
yeah.
But so talking about studying abroad. So where did you go to exactly?
I went to Alicante, Spain,
Mhm.
and that's south of Barcelona, like probably an hour and a half, I think, by train. But it was cool, man. Like I was telling my buddy at work, like we could like going out there is just it's a whole different animal. Like they use fucking planes like buses.
Yeah.
Like there's like fucking 20, 25 euro like flights that you can find. I don't know about now, but like
in Europe, going like from spot
in
to
Europe
spot.
because they're
Yeah.
part of the European Union. So it all benefits each other for like the e-commerce, like the economics and everything. Like it benefits each other.
And was that your first time ever going overseas?
Yeah, that was my first time. Yeah, my first time being on a plane was going to New York with the pre-collegiate program called Upward Bound. Like that was a dope ass program too. Like that's the type of stuff that gets you like out and exposed.
Yeah.
So I got a lot of like love and stuff for that program. But yeah, it was my first time, you know, across the pond.
So you get over there? What's that first fucking like? Well, whole shit, like looking around and like, where the fuck? What
It was
I'm a long way from home, bro.
Yeah, it was different. Like France was fucking crazy because like I couldn't speak their language and it was frustrating because I was trying to get help. But like eventually we found someone that spoke English and they were able to help me out and I just sat in the fucking the airport and like got my ticket to Alicante, and then once I got to Alicante everybody could speak my language, so I was like, oh cool.
Oh shit. Cool. And then but their Spanish is completely different too, though. I mean, I guess it's not completely different, but it is different. You know what I mean?
It is different, and the way we speak it, it's called Castellano, and to them that's the formal version of it.
Formal?
Yeah.
I feel like to me, again, complete outsider, but it seems like theirs almost seems like more formal.
No, it's so the way they see it in southern Spain. And Andalusia is what they call it, like that in that region, it's like more like it's like regional. It's like a Texan accent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the way they want you to speak it is like Castellano, like it's like the way we speak it, but they don't say like mande. They don't say like like se tutuan is what they call it. Like it's just like
what's that?
Like you instead of Mr. So and so. It's like you and me.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it means, but. Yeah, so Castellano is like the more formal way of how to say it, and like in the north they don't have that super hard S, you know.
What was that?
Or
first?
the TH.
Yeah. I know what you meant. That first week or so, what's it like? Fucking getting settled into like their society, their culture.
I feel like I got lucky because like my Spanish mom, I called her like my madre española because she was, bro. She married. I was lucky because she married.
This is the lady you stayed with, or
yeah.
Okay.
She had 2 kids, and her daughter. It's pretty cool because I saw her on Instagram the other day, and she's like a bodybuilder now. She's
sick.
She's built, dude. Like she has like big old arms.
She's fucking muy grande.
Yeah, yeah. No, she's buff. Like she really dedicated herself, and I just remember her being like a chubby little girl.
Yeah.
So it's just like it's so different, and it's cool. But their dad, he was from Ecuador.
Oh shit.
So it's like he kind of understood like, you know, the like being like from South America or Central America and stuff like that. So it was cool like talking to him and relating to him, but he blended himself into that environment as well.
Into like what they are.
Yeah.
Type of thing. And they being like the Spanish or whatever.
Yeah. But it was cool. Like she was really humble, really really loving, and it was a great environment.
How many people did you go with?
That whole group, I think it was like 25 people that studied abroad for that program.
Yeah.
And it was cool, man.
All at the same time, you guys all went.
Yeah.
And they all had their own like home that they stayed with.
Yeah. Some people stayed in like an apartment.
Oh.
And it was their apartment. Like there's nobody else, and some people like stayed with like a host dad or host mom.
Yeah.
And I stayed with the host mom, like a host family, and it was cool. Like that family was super cool. I introduced them to Lay's and Valentina. Like they loved it, bro.
Lay's and Valentina.
Yeah, they loved it, and
That's funny.
And that was like my comfort food, like that I missed, like because there's no spice, bro.
Really?
Like the food is really bland. Like a lot of the food is really bland. Like paella is good. I like paella.
What's that?
It's like the traditional Spanish dish. It's like rice, octopus, different like in tomato sauce and egg. And it just, I don't know if it has egg, but yeah, it's like a really traditional dish for them. But I like that. And it just depended who made it. Like my mother, like my host mom made it really well. So I loved her cooking. And I don't know where I was going with that.
No, that's fine. When it came to Spanish food, like you were saying, was it something you were always eating with them? Like they had like fucking family dinner and you were sitting at the table all the time?
Yeah, they'd have 3 meals and they'd always pack me lunch. Like that, like one thing they always ate was like sandwiches. Like it was literally like sandwiches, but it wasn't like with mayo or anything. It was like ham and salami or like
and just bread.
Bread. Yeah.
No, nothing else.
Nothing else special. Like it was that simple. But she would always pack my lunch and stuff, and it was cool. But I'd always like have lunch at the cafes too.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What kind of shit were you eating, like for dinners and stuff? What were they making for like their family dinners?
For family dinners, like
I could only fucking imagine like no spice. That's weird.
Yeah, bro. Literally no spice, no matter what. And she tried. Like there's some like there were some like round like peppers that like she thought were spicy, but like they weren't. Like they taste like tomato.
Yeah.
And but she tried it, and like once I found Valentina, like I found one bottle of Valentina in El Corte Inglés. Corte Inglés is like a Target over there, but it's like Target, but like times 1,000, because like
Way bigger.
well, and like in Mexican supermarkets, like there's like jewelry stores, there's
Yeah, it's
mechanics,
everything.
it's everything in one shop. That's what the Corte Inglés is, and yeah, I only found one. I was like, do you have an ethnic spot like for Mexico? Like, yeah, right there, and they had like tortillas, and they had like 3 things, like tortillas, Valentina, and something else.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was weird. Like, but I found Valentina. I was like, fuck it, I want this.
That might be like a stupid fucking question or like thing for me to even think, but like, I guess when I assume like Latin, you assume like everybody is like, the only Latin I've known is Mexico. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so like,
yeah.
I assume like most Latin countries are similar. You know what I mean? Because that's Spain came to Mexico, and like that's where it's become.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be like the exact same thing as what Spain fucking is. It's not like a replica or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
But I would assume you'd see some same shit. Like you got to go to like a Mexican specific spot to get fucking tortillas. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
that's fucking crazy. Any type of spice, shit like that.
Yeah, like you can't find it everywhere, like anywhere. Like it's just one store, and it's a major fucking store, so you're like lucky to find it.
Yeah.
And like not only that, but like even in Nicaragua they don't do spice.
Mm-hmm.
And
Is like Mexico the fucking only one?
no, like Mexico does it.
I guess I'm talking only Latin countries, obviously.
Oh, there's other Latin countries that do spice for sure, but like I guess a lot of people don't like spice. A funny thing is, like I was in my class for in Spain, and they're like, "What do you guys miss the most about the States?" And I was like, everybody kind of gave like, "Oh, I miss my parents, I miss that," and I was like, "I miss the spice." Like I know why Christopher Columbus fucking sailed this bitch, you know? But I was like, I miss the spice, and she's like, "Oh yeah," she's like, "It's because Mexicans use spice to suppress hunger, right?" And everybody's fucking
suppress hunger.
Yeah, everybody's jaw dropped. They're just like, fuck. Like nobody could believe she said that. I couldn't believe she said that. But I was like,
I've
no.
never even heard that before. Like,
Yeah.
So this lady's Spanish.
Yeah, she's a Spanish teacher.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And I was just like, no, bro. Like it just.
She's like, oh, it's because you guys are fucking broke, huh?
Yeah. It's like because you guys don't got food. It's like it's a narrative they have in their mind that's really different. Like Mexico is so rich, like very fucking rich, and Spain is like, it's like rich looking, but it's not. Like it's just. It's like the houses and shit are just like they are in Mexico. Like they're all beat up, like made of adobe or made out of cement.
And they're fucking like thousands of years old too.
Exactly. So it's just like it's nothing special is what I'm trying to say. Like their faucets, how they work and everything, they're not like ultra luxury, like common. I'm talking about common people, like regular folk.
Yeah.
But obviously in like you're gonna have luxury where you have luxury. Like Denver, you're going to see real luxury, just like over there, you're going to see real luxury in Barcelona or Benidorm or anything like that. Like Benidorm, for example, like they're like one of the only cities like with the most skyscraper per like square mile. Like they have like, it's weird because it's like Mediterranean, it's like deserty, and then they have like 100 skyscrapers there. And
it's like, you ever been to Vegas?
Yeah, it's
Dude,
like that.
When you're flying to Vegas, or like I've drove to Vegas, and it's
Yeah.
literally fucking nothing. You think you're in Afghanistan. It's
Yeah.
so much dirt, and then like over a hill, there's all these fucking skyscrapers, and it's like, what the fuck? Who decided to make this shit right there in the middle of fucking nowhere?
Yeah.
When it came to the host house that you were staying at, what was their living situation like? I know you said like there's poverty, there's rich, there's the average person. What was their house like?
I'd say they were like middle class, like because they could obviously have a host to be living with them. You know,
Yeah.
they had an extra bedroom. Like they had.
If they can afford that, I guess then they're probably not doing terrible.
Yeah, their loft or their apartment. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like a 4-bedroom, 2-bathroom
Apartment?
Apartment, yeah.
Mm.
So it
Was
was
everybody kind of like living on top of each other?
yeah. So it was kind of like a small like apartments, basically. Like I don't know, like 5-story apartments.
Pretty old, like an old ass building.
It seemed like it was made in the 1950s.
So not terrible.
Not terrible, yeah.
How involved did you get in into their culture and their society? Because I'm assuming, sorry, you said earlier about this teacher that she's a Spanish teacher. Is she teaching in English?
No, she's just teaching in Spanish.
So was it a requirement that everybody that went had to like speak Spanish?
It was kind of expected. Obviously, they'd help you a little bit, but
Sure.
like it was expected. Like like people are gonna come here to party and shit. Like, but we also want to do some sort of academic rigor that qualifies something over
Gotcha.
there. So, it was pretty easy. Like I learned a lot about like cool poetry and like cool people like that. But it was like at the end of the day, they're like those people were like like not more special than like anybody we've had, or anything. It's just like different people, different where they live. Like they'll celebrate people differently.
So nothing like a crazy like culture shock out of like their.
No, but their influence was definitely big because I guess they were just like they were some places like they were the shit. Like Dali, like he was like the shit where he was.
Mm-hmm.
But like ultimately, where did all these people go? They ended up going to Mexico and Argentina and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's just like
It's like, bro, the best of your fucking, or I don't know, actually.
like you're known because you were known over there, and you just like were like the people that were here. They heard about you over there, so you just kind of became someone over here too. Like that's
just a common house name, or whatever, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, sorry. When it came to like culture, society, how much free time did you have outside of like schooling and shit?
I had a lot of free time. Like on the weekends, I'd be traveling somewhere to another country. Like
that's the thing too, bro. No one understands this, and I've only like somewhat realized this as I've gotten older. Is that like America's fucking huge, bro?
Yeah,
and like you can say the common thing. You could drive. People say this all the time. You drive 10 hours in Texas and still be in fucking Texas.
Yeah.
Whereas Spain, how big is Spain in comparison? I don't even know.
Spain, Spain would.
Let me look it up.
They'd
like
be
the
big,
size of like a state.
They'd be like Colorado. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like about that size. Like not fucking humongous, not too big. Like you could, because I could make it from Barcelona to Madrid in like I don't know on the train. I think it was like 2.5 hours.
It's a little bigger than Colorado. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's about right. And you could make it. So that's like going to Pueblo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's how big it was.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah. So that was cool. Going to other countries was pretty cool as well. Like one place that was like the craziest was Prague. Prague was like this weird vibe, bro. It was like when I got there, it was just like super cold, like super like weird, like cold. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like
not weather, but like
not
just
weather, just like people,
like
environment.
dark almost, or
yeah, cold, dark, like people, weather stuff. But then like the nightlife, the restaurants and stuff, like it'd be a different. That was
a whole different.
Yeah.
What did that like bring it alive?
Yeah, like it like brought it alive for sure, and like people were really, really cool, really like I don't know, man. It was just a super like it reminds me of like Triple X when he's going to that party, like the guy that talks about Anarchy 99 or whatever. Like that's the type of environment. Like that's the feeling I got always. But it was like cool. Like I don't know.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah,
it's like a just completely different like type of culture shock. I guess on shit like that too.
Yeah.
When it came to all this free time you had, you said like you're fucking going out Prague or whatever. Maybe the nightlife gets like alive. Were you fucking around like always out drinking and shit like that out there too?
Like they had a casino in Alicante, so I got really good at roulette, like because they only have 1-0, so I won like
they only have 1-0.
1-0,
that helps.
Yeah. So I won like 4,000 or 5,000 euros on the roulette, and I just used that to travel more and bullshit, and that's like $7,000, $8,000.
Yeah.
So
damn, actually, that's a lot different than what it is now. No.
Euro's probably even with the dollar now. I think so.
So back then
it was more, and then the British pound for whatever fucking reason is another $1 more than that. So yeah.
So if ever you were going to like a different country, how far outside of different countries were you using? Was there any type of ever different
currency?
Currency, yeah.
Yeah. Well, if you're in the European Union, it's all the euro.
Yeah.
So that's what's cool. So there's a bunch of countries that are involved in the European Union. So Prague, it was the only one that was a little different. Like I had to get Prague dollars. Like I pulled
Prague dollars.
They're not Prague dollars. I don't know what they're called. Yeah.
Fuck it, we'll call them that.
I remember pulling out like $400, and they gave me like a wad, like if I was a fucking narc or something. Like it was just a lot of money, and I was like, "What the hell?" Because they had like 10,000s on them. I was like, "Yo, like."
Yeah, so, their money's probably not worth shit then if they're fucking.
No, it's
just
not.
$10,000 bills.
Yeah,
nonstop. Fuck, dude.
Yeah,
that kind of sucks.
But then the euro, like that's the one that made you upset because you're like, "Oh, this is only €8." But it's really like $12, $13, you know? So you're just like, damn it.
That's funny. Fuck. Yeah. What was the conversion rate then at that?
At that time, it was probably like, I don't know, like $1 more. Like, so $1.50 maybe. It just depended on the day. But sometimes, like, I'd get the full amount. Sometimes I'd get like.
Was it changing by like the day? Like while you were out
currency
there?
Always changes, bro. It changes.
Well, I know, but maybe by like decimal increments, but
Yeah. But you definitely notice like if it was a good day or a bad day.
that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
How are you making like all the exchanges and shit?
I just go to an ATM and pull that shit out.
Were you looking for like the best fucking deals at certain places or whatever? Or it was just like
Nah.
fuck it at this point.
I was just running to the ATM. Like, I was just making sure I wasn't spending like an idiot, but
Yeah.
like I was pulling it from the ATM.
And what was the most you were spending on?
Probably like traveling.
Yeah.
Traveling.
And you were catching buses everywhere, or how were you traveling?
So there's a train that took me to like it's crazy because I used to walk by like the Plaza de Toros where fucking what's his name, UFC fighter, what's his fucking name? He's a champ, Ilya.
Oh,
Where
Ilya
Ilya trained. Yeah, like he fucking trained there, and I walked by there all the time. So I was like, what? Like there's a fucking gym here. Like I wish I would have known. I would have gone in and rolled around with people. You know. Like, who knows? Would have rolled around with Ilya, you know? That would have been sick.
If he was there at the time, too.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, like, the fucking Georgian wrestling would have whooped my ass. But, you know, I would have gave some newbie, you know, an ass whooping for sure.
Yeah. That would have felt nice, huh?
Yeah.
Like, America, motherfucker. That's funny. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
So when you found that gym, was it already pretty late in the fucking trip?
Well, I didn't know. I didn't find it. Like, I just walked by there all the time. But I knew exactly where it was. Like, I saw events and stuff, but I didn't really read through it or anything. Yeah. And then when I saw that was a gym under Plaza de Toros, I was like, what? Like,
damn. You could have got some fucking work in.
Yeah, bro.
That's sick. You're making any type of like local friends or foreign friends out there?
Yeah, I'd say I made a lot of local friends. Like there was a guy that was the owner of a club that was like popping. Like it was like where to be. At the time it was called Havana, but like we would go there and then they just, you know, it'd be pretty cool because they'd take pictures of nightlife every day and like upload it on Facebook, which they don't do here. But it was just like...
That was their advertisement type of shit?
Yeah. And it was cool, man. Like, it was cool. Sometimes you get posted on their pictures or whatever.
Sick.
Like, it was tight.
Photos of yourself in fucking Spain, partying
just all
and
fucking,
shit. All fucked up.
Yeah.
You don't even remember this photo and shit? Damn, that's what's up.
There's one night I woke up on a bench, bro. Like, that night was crazy. Yeah.
Oh, fuck. In Spain, too?
Yeah, but in Spain, like, what's weird is, like, they don't party, like parties start at 12 a.m. Okay. Like, they start at 12 a.m.
Yeah.
And then, like, the clubs, they don't open till, like, 2, 3 a.m.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so you're, like, at the bar, fucking drinking and chilling from 12 to, like, 2, and then you go to the club at, like, 2, and then they call it, I forgot what they call it. There's a name for it. Like, I don't know what they call it, but you basically, after the club, you go buy a bottle, and then you just go to the beach and watch the sunrise.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's just like a. That's
it was just because it was a thing, yeah. Like, and especially because you live in Alicante, and it was like it was there. Like,
are they a lot more of like a later society? Like everything starts later.
Think of Mexico, bro. Like, oh, we'll do it tomorrow. We'll figure it out.
Yeah,
like, that's how they are. Like, they literally close down shop from like 12 to 3 or like 2 to 4.
Yeah,
like,
they like work in windows, huh?
Yeah, they shut down. But they're open till like 9, 10.
Yeah.
But yeah, they definitely do take their siesta during the day.
That's crazy, huh? Like that's really a fucking thing.
Yeah, like I'd go home and eat and then go back to school. Like it was weird.
That's so sick too. Like you just go to work at fucking 10, work till 1, and it's like, all right, we're closed at 1 till 4.
Yeah.
And then I go back to work at 4. Work till 7, and we're closed until 8.
Yeah,
like that's so fucking sick.
Yeah, it's cool.
and it's only you can only do that because society decides you can do.
That's how they set up. Like that's how they've been doing it for.
Yeah, if let's say you were trying to start a place like that in the U.S., there's probably some places that do it or whatever. But for the most part, you're not gonna fucking run like that.
It's a different place. Like, have you ever been to LA and then you've been to San Diego?
I've been to both, yeah.
Okay,
but, I mean, I guess
it's a different change of pace.
Completely, yeah.
Yeah.
San Diego just seems so much more calm and chill. Honestly, I fucking love San Diego.
It's the same thing, yeah. Like it's just their way of doing things, but regardless, in San Diego, it's still like, hey, this needs to be done all week, you know.
Yeah. When it came to the environment with all your free time, you said you're traveling or whatever. What are you doing like in the day life then? Are you fucking going to museums? Are you just sightseeing? Are you?
Well, we went to school during the week, like so during the day.
Well, I guess aside from school, sorry.
Aside from school, like on days off, like I just hang out around town, like hang out with the other people that were there, in the Study Abroad group. And yeah, I was just hanging out with them or doing some sort of activity. I also had a job, like I was also teaching English to some kids. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
What the fuck?
So I'd go over to their house and I'd teach them, and they were like kids that were in love with basketball.
You were going to the house?
Yeah, I was going to the house, and like I had to have programs designed for them to like for them to learn English and like syllables and stuff.
And this was all shit you were doing completely solo? Was it one-on-ones with kids, or was it?
Yeah, it was. I had 3 brothers, and they're pretty cool kids. Like we'd get organized, and one kid, like the middle child, it's always a fucking middle child, but he was way better than the other 2.
Yeah.
And like he'd just be fucking around and like making fun of like the little brother and like making him mad.
Yeah.
I was like, you fucking shithead. But like,
how old are these kids?
They were like 8, 6, and 4 or something like that. But like they were cool. It was like Pedro Pablo, and who else?
Couldn't have been that cool if you can't fucking remember their names.
No, they had double names, which was cool. I've always liked double names.
Yeah.
But like it was Pedro Pablo, one of them, and then the other one, I don't know what the other 2's names was.
Yeah, they always go by like some fucking Jose Antonio, some shit like that. Yeah, you know.
Yeah, but yeah, they were in love with basketball. I don't know why. Like basketball's not cool to me. Like basketball's whatever.
I can give a fuck less about basketball.
Yeah,
bro.
like if the Nuggets are in the playoffs, like cool, I'll watch it. Like it's cool. Like but if like nothing else, like man.
No, that's funny. What's the like? Were they actively like playing basketball out there, or were they more looking for like you to be like, yo, you're American. What's basketball like? Type of thing. You know?
No, like those 3 kids, like they were on a basketball team. Nice. So like I just taught them, and I was like, oh, let's go shoot some hoops, and we'll like practice some English while we shoot hoops. Mm-hmm. And like they actually kind of learned a little bit. Like they like the youngest was like, thank you for your help. Like
that's cool.
So it was cool because he actually understood like what it meant. He was only 4 years old, and like he was learning a different language. Yeah. And then the other kid was like full sentences. He's like, I don't think my little brother knows, what this is. And I was like, bro, like he's fucking fluent.
Yeah. He's getting his shit done.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. And how long were you out there in total?
My bad. Unknown. The fuck.
But how long were you out there in total?
I was there for about 6 months. So I left in December and came back in end of May. Mm-hmm. And then right after end of May, I stayed here for like 2 days, and I had to leave to Nicaragua right away for the other service trip that I was doing.
And how long were you out there for?
I was there for, I think, a week or a week and a half.
Oh, not terribly long then.
It was tight, bro. Like what I was looking for was like some like cool, like chill place. And I was like, man, like I went to Europe. I went to all these countries, and I was like Nicaragua was pretty fucking cool. Like it was nice. Like the weather was great. Like everything was cool. Like I helped build a house for a lady.
That's sick.
And that was cool.
What stands out about it that makes you feel like, oh, fucking Nicaragua?
Bro, like even like the waters, bro. Like we went to swim in a lake that's like a volcanic lake, and it was like, you know how you get into a water, any sort of water, and you kind of touch it and it's cold.
Yeah.
Well, this one it was like a bath, like a warm bath for you. Like you stepped in and you're like, oh damn, this is nice. Like I want to be in here.
Yeah.
Not like it's
like
cold.
Some type of like spring type of thing then?
No, it was like there's like a volcano or something that's I don't know, that warms the water. Mm-hmm. I didn't really look into it, but I just know the water was fucking warm. It was It's probably one of the coolest swims I've had.
And back to Spain, we were talking like what you're doing throughout the week. What about like weekends with free time? I know you said fucking nightlife, sure. But weekends, you're free completely.
I'm traveling, bro. Yeah. I was traveling probably the whole time. Like one of the big ones that I wanted to do. I told my friends when I was in 8th grade. Like I showed him a video of this guy walking. It was called Camino del Rey, mm-hmm. And it was in Malaga, and it was this guy basically walking on this old water like route that to like open the water and make sure like there's flow and stuff like that. But it was this old like water. I don't know if it was like a water mine or what the fuck it was, but the road was fucked up. Like, and I just remember him having a camera, bro, and him recording the camera down and walking to do this, and it was like it was pieces of concrete that fell to the floor, and it was on a canyon. Yeah. So like imagine you're walking on the shitty road in the canyon, and like if this cement gives out, like you're going straight down, like you're dying, bro. Oh, so I saw this guy and I was like, I'm gonna do that. And like I told everyone, I was like, look at this, like I'm gonna fucking do this. And like they're like, yeah, whatever. But like that was the first thing I did in Spain. Like I'm going here and I'm doing this. And that's the first thing I did. So I walked the same route, but it became a tourist attraction, which was shitty. So they made it safer. But like, so you would walk on top of the old road, but you could see it through glass, like how fucked up it was. And I was like, man, I didn't get it, but I did it, And that tour was basically like, it was canceled. And I don't know if it was like the owner or who, But I was like, hey man, like I came all the way from the United States to watch this, like, and I didn't know you had to buy tickets in advance. And they're like, look, man, like I was like, is there any way you could squeeze me in? Like I'll pay whatever like you need me to pay. Like, I've been wanting to do this forever. And they were like, sorry, I can't. And then later they called me back and they're like, hey, there's 2 tickets waiting for you. Just show up and say your name and they'll give it to you.
Nice.
And I was like, damn, like that's sick. So I lucked out, bro. Like I got tickets and I walked through it. But yeah, I was gonna be super bummed if I didn't get to do it. But yeah, now it's like a common one, and I wish it wasn't. I wish it was still old school.
You were able to like fucking be more raw with it, type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
religion. What was like the religion life like out there in Spain?
Catholic again, but like my host mom was Catholic. She did go to church, but
it wasn't church with them.
No, I didn't. Like it just I didn't go. I was traveling during that time. Like I should have gone to church, but you know, I was like my first time in Europe, so I was like, I'm trying to explore.
I'm not gonna fucking go to church. Bro. That's the last thing I give a fuck about right now.
Yeah.
But you didn't immerse yourself in like, I guess even see that firsthand from her and like what their.
I did go to like so Alicante is special because when Jesus died, they wiped his face with some cloths.
Yeah.
And one of those cloths ended up
they still have. Or
well, in Alicante, it went to Alicante, and it's somewhere in Alicante, or supposedly it is.
Yeah.
So you'll see, like in the castle, like there's a castle, like because all these places have castles. That's another thing I didn't know about Europe. Everybody has a fucking castle.
Yeah.
Like every little city, every little town, they have a fucking castle of some sort. It's like medieval shit. Like, but it's pretty cool. But yeah, the castle for this town, like they had a cloth painted on like different places, and it's just because they were saying like, hey, like Jesus's cloth was here.
Is here, yeah.
Yeah, or
That's
is here, was here.
weird.
I don't know if it is, but yeah, they had some pretty cool like religious walks. Like they'd go from the top of this old neighborhood that they have there, and they'd come down. They'd be carrying like this fucking 400-500 pound statue down, and it'd be like I don't know, like 25 guys on each statue, like carrying it down through this narrow ass little alley,
for what?
Going down the stairs.
Like that was just like
it was just like it was like a procession, like like so things like that, and that was pretty cool to watch. It was like a nice thing, and you get the people with the Ku Klux Klan mask, like the original ones, but it wasn't Ku Klux Klan. It's a religious symbol, and they just stole it and made it like their stuff, I guess, but.
Overall, once the trip is all said and done, like what did you feel like that kind of like what did a trip like that in a completely different fucking environment and society like tell you not only about like yourself but like even like America, like our society? What do you learn from shit like that?
We're just not the center of the earth, bro. Like here, like you see people in Ferraris and stuff, and like you think like, oh fuck, it's gonna like this is my class.
That's the goal.
This is my class. That's the goal. Like I can't get there, or I can get there. It's just gonna be a lot of work or whatever. Mm-hmm. And in Spain, I was able to drive Ferraris. Like you know,
really?
like, yeah, I drove 2 Ferraris. I drove a 430 and I drove a 458 Italia. And I was like, that's one of my dream cars. Like ever since I drove it.
Yeah.
The guy was like telling me like, hey bro, like. You got to drive it more aggressively. Like, he's like, don't be scared. And I was like, what do you mean, bro? This is an expensive ass car.
Yeah.
And he's like, just fucking drive. And like, I would say like, I would be using formal Spanish and I'd be like, mande. And he would just laugh because he'd be like, oh, you're funny. He's like, you're Mexican, huh? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, nah, man, you're a good guy. He's like, just drive it more aggressively. Don't be so humble. Just fucking give it the greens on the fucking turns.
And who's this guy?
So I went to Valencia to watch the bullfighting.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to check that out. Like I've never like here you can't, like it's unheard of, PETA and all that shit. Yeah. So I went to go check it out, and it was pretty cool. Like, I could see the traditions, I could see everything. Kind of sucked like seeing the bulls die, but I saw one bull live, and I guess that's rare. But like it was, I don't know if it's that rare, but it like doesn't happen often. Like they usually butcher it, use the meat.
Don't they say like whenever they like if bullfighting or whatever with the fucking matador, like obviously the bull's goal is to fucking kill the matador, and the matador's goal to kill the bull for the most part too?
It's to basically show how good he is at evading like this massive beast.
Yeah, but doesn't he like fucking stab him and shit as he like runs by?
They stab him and stuff, but at first like he's not wounded, and he's just like dodging these and like showing like like, look, I'm here, I'm standing here, bro. Like, and it's like it really gives you that like almost like, I don't know, the way I'd say it is like a man proving his manhood, you know?
Like scenic, like, yo, I'm the fucking man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
in the
yeah.
middle of this thing. Yeah.
Exactly. Which is weird because a lot of them turn out to be gay, so it's weird. And it's
The Matadors are gay?
a lot of them, yeah, and
They're fucking with different horns.
yeah, but it makes sense because like a lot of manly men are gay. Like if you like, so
it's the manliest men that are like the most homophobic and shit that turn out
that
to
end up
have
being
something
gay.
in them.
But anyway, like so then they start like slowing it down. There'll be like the first guy that jabs a spear into it, and that really slows it down because they lung it.
Yeah.
So it's like really starts getting tired, and you can see it like wasting and stuff. And at the end, like he drives a spear trying to go through like his spinal cord, and a clean death would be like the bullet drops and is dead.
Yeah.
But there's sometimes
Probably
where
look
they
best, most humane out of what the fuck could happen.
yeah, and there's sometimes where they miss, and like the bullet, you can see him like fuck like. But then they have killers who have just a little blade, and they'll go behind the head and they'll just slice it, and you'll just see the bull tense up, and it's over. But yeah, I was over there because I wanted to watch that bullfighting, and there's called it was called Las Fallas, I think, but it was basically like Burning Man all over the city.
Yeah.
And it was weird. Like that weekend was sick. Like millions of people gathered to this place to do shit and see shit, and like they basically make these badass like towers and shit, and then they burn them, and there's fireworks in them. So they're just fireworks blowing off of this building. So
is it just like in the middle of nowhere? Where is it?
No. It's in the city.
Oh,
like that's
shit.
what's even crazier.
Yeah.
Like there's like they make space enough to like for these to pop these obviously because it's like a fucking bomb in the city. But like yeah, they light it up and they judge the best one, and then once that's over, they fucking pop them all. And then at the end, there's a very big one. There's one like 3-4 stories tall, like huge. And then they burn that one at the end. But
these guys are fucking competing on like who?
Yeah, who makes the best one?
Oh shit.
Yeah, so that's why everybody went there. And then yeah, there's another event where people were like, it was like a sports event, like a cafe meetup, and like you could pay to like drive these cars or whatever. I just paid for the 430, and I was just like, yeah, I'll drive it. Like, why not? I'm here. And we went through I thought we were gonna go through a course because we were at the racetrack. He's like, nah, let's go through the highway. He's like, you'll like it. We went through like winding roads in Spain. I was fucking canning it, like, and he was just like, sick. Don't be scared, bro. And I was like, fuck, dude, like, I don't want to die.
Don't be scared until you fucking just rear end some shit. bad, fuck, dude.
And then because I was like nice and he liked me, he's like, let's he's like, jump in my car. He's like the 458, and I was like, all right. So he jumped in the 458.
This wasn't even his car, the first one.
The first one, I guess it was his buddy's car, but he was just there, kind of just joining for the ride. Because that one was like a paid one, I guess. But he's like, jump in my car, and it was the 458.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. He's like, same thing, same deal. He's like, we're on the track now, so just fucking give it the beans. And I was taking corners like fast as fuck, and it would just hug the road, bro. Like these things are so like well designed, like that's really my dream car, not because like, oh, I want to be rich and famous or whatever. That's my dream car because of the driving experience. Yeah. And that shit, it would hug the road on turns, bro. Like the way they're built, like there's a reason why they're supercars and built that way.
Yeah, because that's the fucking production.
Yeah,
it's
that's
not
the
for
purpose.
the looks and shit. It's
the
looks fucking are just secondary.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like they look out of this world, but it's because the aerodynamics and everything. So
completely out of the world.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Finishing up studying abroad, you had also mentioned before that you had done like I don't know what you want to call it, some type of class or whatever in college where you had to be homeless for a week.
Oh yeah. So it was basically an alternative spring break where like, because people go and party and bullshit and ruin cities for fucking spring break, and they're like, we have this other thing that like CSU offers, and it's like an alternative spring break, and one of them was open was going to Washington DC and being homeless, and I was like, well, that seems like weird, but like,
sounds fucking
why not?
Cool.
Yeah, like I was like, why not? And so I did it, and like people would ask me because so before that I was like someone. I had a purpose. I was someone. I was doing something because I qualified for the NWCA for nationals for wrestling. Mm-hmm. So it's not the NCAA. So so the difference is like we'll see them at tournaments and we'll compete against D1 people just like everybody, but we won't duel them.
Yeah.
So
you won't. That's not the same league type.
Exactly.
Of shit.
Yeah. It won't be like It won't be like Penn State versus fucking Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Like it'd be
You're just CSU.
yeah, and we'll just see them.
R.I.P. to CSU's wrestling program too.
Exactly.
But yeah, anyway, sorry, where are we going?
So
with that?
yeah, so I made it to the nationals and I went over there and so I went through the tournament or whatever. I went 1 and fucking 2, but it was, I mean, some guys are dogs, bro. Some guys just were like state champions, 3-time state champions, 2-time state champions, and they just didn't want to wrestle in college, or they just didn't like the school they went to. So, but that just, they would still compete because they'd go to these events in WCA. And it was sick.
It's open, basically, then?
Yeah, so the tournaments, they're all open tournaments. Like, even the NCAA, like,
Really?
those are open tournaments.
Oh, shit.
Except the main one. Except, the
Yeah,
one.
I guess that's actually true, because I've seen, like, they have, like, the Cowboy Open and shit. And
Exactly.
It's just, like, some random dudes that win some shit sometimes.
Yeah, bro. So it was cool. Like, that was a really good experience. But, like, they'd be like, where are you going again? Why are we taking you to the airport? And I was like, well, it's because I'm going to be homeless. And I was like, I couldn't tell them why. And then it was like, weird. I didn't know. Like, I was like, I'm doing this, but I don't know why I'm doing this. Like, because they're like, what's the purpose of it? Like, what's the end result? And I was like, I don't know, bro. I'm just going. And then one of the wrestlers, he lived in Washington D.C. in Maryland, and he was kind of an interesting character. He was a Jewish guy that lived over there, and like there's prominent like Jewish families over there in
DC.
In DC, and like his mom worked for the FBI, and his dad was like just owned a musician shop, so it was like a weird combo, but it was cool. And yeah, he was a really cool guy and everything. But he's like, I'll take you, bro. Like, I'll pick you up from the airport and I'll take you there. And I was like, cool. Like, so he was on the wrestling team too.
Nice.
So so I got there, and then I got to DC, and then it was at night, bro. It was like 10 at night, so it was pretty sketchy in DC sometimes. And there's certain spots in DC that are sketchy.
Yeah.
And he's like, it was kind of getting sketchy because we were going to a homeless shelter, because that's where everybody's going to meet up.
Oh, okay.
The first day. And then after that, you're on your own. So we met up, and this guy, he's like, are you sure you want to do this, bro? Like, we're in like some sketchy part of town.
Yeah.
But he's also affluent, so it was just like, for him it was weird. He's like, are you sure? He's like, you can go to my house. He's like, you don't have to go here. And I was like, no, man, like everybody's here, I guess. And I called them. They showed up at the door, and it was like the people I was meeting with.
You were checking in with?
Yeah, so I checked in, and I was like, all right, bro. And he's like, well, if you need anything, you hit me up, right? And I was like, all right. But yeah, like we did it, and they're like, all right, like he's like, so a lot of these people, like, they're old doctors, old scientists that lived around the city. They lost everything, or, and they had I think somewhere in the 90s or 2000s, they defunded like a mental health hospital. So like
everybody just went on the streets.
So everybody went on the streets, yeah, and there's still some people like living and lingering from that. But I wouldn't say everyone. I'd just say like it's just homeless people. How homelessness happens, right?
Yeah.
It's just because they say everybody's 6 paychecks away from being homeless.
6 paychecks.
6 paychecks.
Yeah, probably. I'm trying to think of myself now too. Fuck.
Just everyone, bro. Like it just different events and different things that can happen in your life. But yeah, like so they basically told us like, here's a blanket. Keep your phone, like, but don't have your phone out, like, turn it off, and you'll turn it on at night just to meet up.
Was it more like of a social experiment type of thing, I guess?
Kind of, yeah, because it was really that. And like the first thing, like so my people, like the first thing they did was panhandle, and I was like, my pride like wouldn't let me do that.
Yeah.
Like I was telling people like, I'll work for you, I'll clean your restaurant, I'll do something, and like I'd just be rejected,
Yeah.
And
but like you probably looked like presentable still. No. Oh, did they give you some new clothes? Or
no,
some shit,
like
or what?
you had to wear like old clothes, like old shit that like just didn't like.
Yeah.
It wasn't like popping, like you had a backpack like that was like not a very nice backpack.
Yeah.
Just like an old Janston or something like that. Like just that's it, And then you'd basically be on your own to basically figure out food, figure out everything.
That's fucking nuts. And so, okay, you said for your phone to like check in or whatever at night. What do you mean by that?
Like, well, we'd meet up at. We wouldn't even. I think they took our phones actually, and we just meet up at a spot.
Mm-hmm. How many people were we talking?
There was like maybe 10 people. But yeah, we'd meet up at a spot like after.
Yeah.
So they'd be like, all right, everybody meet up, and like we'd all like end up sleeping pretty close to each other, because like you can't guarantee safety at all, and it's still a CSU program.
But during the day, you guys are all fucking.
Yeah, we're all living out, and then I got bit by bed bugs and shit outside, so it was weird. Like I was like, fuck.
Where were you sleeping? Where did you sleep?
Outside. We slept in the snow underneath like a.
Oh, it's fucking snowing at this time.
It's snowing, bro. It was cold. Like I remember
Spring
sitting.
break, I guess I assumed it'd fucking be already good by then, but
Nah, I was there's one time like the heat that comes out those manholes.
yeah, all
Like
that steam and shit.
Yeah, so I don't even know what I was breathing in, bro, but it was warm and I was just chilling, bro, because it was cold. And like people don't want you in their store. Like I'll give you this. Like McDonald's might get a bad rep for a lot of things, but they're the only people that actually treated like homeless people like someone or something.
Yeah.
Like they actually bought like they gave them like 30 minutes to eat their food or whatever, but like they gave them a place to go in and eat and
Yeah.
like if they had money to pay or whatever. So it was like that's pretty cool.
Were you allowed to bring any of like your own money then?
No, like it
No.
was like you weren't supposed to spend your money. Like you were supposed to figure it out. You basically gave all your belongings.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude, like it was weird.
so sick.
It was weird, like going from being someone like doing something like
To,
the wrestling
I'm fucking
tournament to
nothing.
like no one,
Yeah.
like faceless. Like people walk by you, like they fucking you could see like the ignorance and the way like they see you.
People probably like the same way you'd be like in a store and you'd be like, "Oh, excuse me, ma'am." She's like, "Oh, hi." Like
Yeah.
in like a normal fucking society when you're dressed normal.
Yeah.
To that being like, "Oh, excuse me, sir," and like mentally you're cool and they're just like,
Checked
"Fuck
out.
off me." Yeah.
Exactly.
That's
Checked out.
weird.
And there's people that'd be like, "Oh, get a job or do that." And I'm like, "Motherfucker!" But I did find one paisa that I was like, "Hey, man!" Like I talked to him in Spanish. I was like, "Hey, like I'll work for you. I'll like just give me like help me make today's ends meet, you know?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Come back tomorrow," and he gave me a 5, and I was like, "Damn, like that's pretty cool." Like my raza helped me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
For doing what? Nothing?
nothing, like just like, "Hey, I want a job," and he's like, "Hey, well, hit me up tomorrow. Here's $5."
Just saying you want a job probably like
yeah.
was a good sign to him.
Yeah, and like coming back tomorrow like would have been, something, but we were leaving the next day, so I felt bad. But no, another thing was like they were talking about homelessness and they were having a debate like where Rosa Parks where her funeral was held, like her church or whatever. So I went to that church like just to be warm, and all these people started coming in and reporters and people that were debating to be the mayor of DC. Like they came in here and they were debating. I was like, what the fuck? Like I was with the person I was homeless with, like because you do in pairs, you go out in pairs and you hang out. But we were just there and we were keeping warm, and like they're having this debate and they're talking about it. And I was like, damn, this is interesting. Like, and they're talking about homelessness. One of the topics came up and they're like, well, he's like, we plan to create affordable housing to get these people housed and stuff like that. And like this other guy was just shaking his head. He's just like, fuck no. He's like, what you guys are doing is like affordable housing to get people from out of the state to come in to make it cheaper for them to live. And the people
guy you were with?
No, he was
just some other guy.
He was the guy debating
the
up
guy
there.
debating.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
And he's like, you're making cheaper for them, and the people that actually live here, you're making fucking homeless because you're raising the prices on these people because you're making a nicer place to live. And then these new guys are coming, they're paying that rate because they have the money.
Yeah.
But these people that live here, like our people, are fucking being kicked out.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah, dude,
I guess that's a good way of looking at it though too.
But yeah, that's the strategy everywhere, right? It's like they'll raise taxes everywhere and they'll get the poor people out and move people that could afford it in.
Exactly.
And like now looking back at it, the reason why I did that homeless experience is like nobody gives a fuck about it. Like at the end of the day, nobody gives a fuck about it.
Yeah.
Like it's
about
just
the homelessness.
Like, yeah, like you didn't do like these standards by society. Like it's your fault, bro. Like figure it out. Pick yourself up from your bootstraps.
Dude, I used to always think about like homelessness the same way. I remember like being younger, fucking dumb again, and I would always look at like homeless like, oh, get a fucking job type of thing.
Yeah.
But it's like that's out of the realm for a lot of people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The same thing you said earlier about like, like there's people. These people need help, like mental help. And they shouldn't be on the fucking streets like this.
Yep.
Sure, you can look at a lot of them, and a lot of them are drug addicts, a lot of them are alcoholics, or whatever it may be. But then there's a lot of them who, like, you think, oh, that's a fucking crackhead, and it's like, no, dude, that's some guy who needs mental help, and he has nobody helping him out.
And some shit that like that just kind of happened. Like the perfect worst bad day could happen. You know what I mean? Like I said, you're 6 months away from poverty, or 6 paychecks away from poverty. Like the average American. Like imagine you were 3 checks away, and then shit hits the fan, you lose your job, and then I don't know, like someone says like, all right, well, I need rent, and you're not paying rent, like you got to dip out, bro, and you're just like, well, give me another week, like I'll figure something out. It's like, sorry, here's your shit,
done, just like that. What do you feel like that kind of like taught you when it comes to like humanity in general? I guess from seeing that firsthand of people just ignoring you, treating you like shit.
It was continuing to be who I am, bro. Like keep helping people that look like you, helping people that don't look like you, like just help. Like when I see a homeless guy, like I'll give him money. Like I don't care if it's like to get drugs. I don't care if it's to get alcohol. I don't care if it's like to eat. Whatever it is, bro. Like I don't care if it's not productive or productive. Like I'm gonna give him something because that might be like, because they're also like in survival mode. Like, and it's weird. Like how can you get someone from survival mode to like a 9 to 5 by tomorrow? Well, you can't.
Yeah.
Like it's primitive.
Break that leads. That's that next step or whatever.
Exactly. It's like going from primitive to like become part of a society. Like it just can't like intertwine like mentally. So it's just like continue to be who I am and helping everybody the most I can. You know, offer guidance rather than judgmental talks.
Mm-hmm.
So
I see homeless every once in a while too, and like, so okay, I was at Walmart the other day and there was this guy basically like, you know how you go to like walk to like a fucking Walmart and there's like the people asking for like cookies, selling cookies and some shit outside. There was some guy out there and he was just like, everybody that was walking in and out, he was asking for like a fucking $1.
Yeah.
And honestly, I felt bad because it was like, no one has cash anymore.
yeah,
Cards, Cash App, shit like that kills the homeless, bro. 100%. But I was over by the register later on. I saw him as I walked in, and then when I was walking out, I was over by the registers, and this guy's like, just like looks at me, and I'm like, this fucking weirdo. He's just like eyeing me down all weird.
Yeah.
And then he goes like, what did he say? He was like, hey, he's like, are you from here, bro? Are you from Mexico? Or are you from here? And I was like, no, I'm from the States, bro. And I was like, are you from here? Because I'm assuming that's what he's want to say. And he was like some African dude. He's like, no, brother, I'm from Nigeria. I don't remember what country he said or whatever. And I was like, oh, nice. I was like, can I help you? What's going on? And he's like, I'm hungry, brother. I just need some food. And I was like, do you have any cash? And I was like, I don't have any cash, man. Sorry, I don't.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay, thank you, and like walked off. And then I was like, fuck, I could at least like maybe buy this guy something. I was like, hey, so I went back to him.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey man, I don't have any cash. I was like, but if you want, like, I'll go buy you some food. Like they have the deli, they have the fucking rotisserie chicken, whatever. I'll buy you something. And he was like, oh, thank you, but no, like I just want cash or whatever.
Yeah,
and I was like, all right, dude, then you're not.
Yeah,
like, if you're gonna preface with I'm hungry, and then turn down like food, then it's like you're not fucking hungry.
Yeah.
But so a part of me feels like that sometimes. Where I know you just said like you'll give them cash, even if it's towards like drugs, alcohol, or whatever the fuck it might be. But sometimes I don't. I feel like it's like, bro, I'll help you with like food or some shit, but that's about it. I've never done it, but there's been plenty of times where I'm walking down the road or I'm driving down the road and I see someone and it's like, I could give this fucking guy a ride.
Yeah.
Whatever it is. But that's also probably not the fucking best idea.
It's not the best idea. Like I'll tell you about one time I did that. Like I just went to like I was driving around and I was like, you know what? Like those people, like they were walking. I was like, hey, do you guys need a ride? And it was like 3 people. And I gave them a ride, and I was giving them a ride to Walmart in Fort Collins.
Yeah.
And I got pulled over. And I was like,
no.
fuck. So they were like, hey, what are you doing?
They had an open can.
Yeah. No,
Imagine.
The guy in the back was like, fuck, I got some weed on me. And I was like, God, it's like, how could you be homeless and afford weed? But I was like, whatever. But like the cop, like I just told the cop, I was like, I'm just offering them a ride to Walmart. I picked them up on this street, and I think he recognized one of them were homeless, so he was just like, he just recognized from being on the street.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, man. Well, he's like, well, just watch your speed, and get over there.
That's why he pulled you over.
A little bit, bro. And so he pulled. I went and dropped him off. I was like, have a good day, blah blah blah. Like, thanks so much, man. God bless you. And I was like, cool. But so I've done that, but it's just like it's not the best thing.
Yeah, because you never know like people's intentions and shit.
Yeah.
And it sucks that you have to feel that way about like humans in fucking society,
Yeah.
But like it's reality. It is reality.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then back to those like the food, like we didn't have any money for food or anything when we were over there, so we had to figure it out. Like there's one day where like I ate some pizza from like the trash, you know what I mean? It was like it is what it is. Like,
yeah. What were you mainly eating for food then?
Just anything like I could like either like trash like that I saw like was halfway eaten or something like that, where I could just cut off the pintails or something, or I was with 2 girls, and what they want to do was panhandle, and I was like, nah, like I'm gonna fucking figure something out. But
yeah.
So I had like they would panhandle, and then like I would ask people like to do something like to clean their store or whatever. So I got like $1 or $2 or things like that, and we were able to go to McDonald's or something and buy something. Yeah. So it was like,
how much money were they making panhandling?
like pennies, bro. Like they made like $1 or $2.
Oh shit!
So
I don't know why I always feel like yo, I bet some of those motherfuckers make bank.
sometimes, I mean, it
Depends if
accumulates.
you're at the right spot.
Yeah, it accumulates for sure. But I don't know.
What do you feel like? What was the worst day of the week?
The worst day was when it snowed, bro. Like that day was cold. Like it snowed like 3-4 times that week, but it was like one of the days like where the snow fell and then the night chilled
Mhm.
and then the morning was still cold. Like it was just like it was nowhere. There's no way to get out of it.
And what are you wearing?
Like a jacket, a shirt underneath, and like pants and like wet shoes. Like it was fucking. It
Fucking
sucked.
feet are all soaked and shit.
Yeah, bro. Like one of my toes was like getting fucking pretty
Frostbite?
fucking. It was getting pretty wild.
Oh fuck, dude.
And that was only a week, bro. Like
Yeah.
that shit sucked.
Imagine
dude.
like that's life.
But I like I like hunting and being outside. Like I love that shit. I don't like it in the city. Like I
Yeah.
would not be homeless in the city. Like fuck that. Because over there, like I could live my life. I could fish, do whatever I need to do, and like not hurt anyone.
Yeah,
or
if you were to
be
like, have
hurt.
to live on your own out in the
Yeah,
woods or
like
some shit.
I do that. I wouldn't do it in the city.
Yeah.
Like so, it was really like I was used to that. Like I've camped by myself in the mountains.
Yeah,
Like
but that's with a lot of fucking gear and shit too, though. That's different.
yeah. Like it's just yeah, it's different. So it was definitely like not. I wasn't comfortable because like I didn't want to close my eyes and wake up to a razor blade. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it was like.
Did you ever interact with a lot of like homeless, like real homeless people? Was there people like?
No,
oh,
I just kept my space, bro. Like
yeah, probably on purpose too, huh? You're
yeah,
just
they
like,
kept their space. I kept my space. Like
Is it?
I also didn't want to interfere with like their day to day, like because what if I take their corner and they're pissed about it? You know what I mean?
Yeah. And now some motherfucker that used to sleep on the bench you're sleeping on.
Yeah.
He's fucking stuck somewhere else.
And what's fucked up, bro, is like the city makes like they design like benches, they design things to not be comfortable for homeless to sleep in.
Yeah.
That's what's fucked up.
Why do you think? Like just
Because they want their city to look good.
visuals?
Yeah, just capitalism.
That's so fucked.
Yeah.
I don't even know what you do in a situation like that too, because it's like, what do you expect? What do you?
Yeah, like how do you pick yourself up in like a, for example, just sleep alone will make you go crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you expect to elevate in socioeconomic status if you don't fucking sleep?
Yeah. What was your like sleep schedule like? Were you up walking around like 3 in the morning and shit, or were you sleeping?
I probably I didn't sleep much, bro. I mean,
Probably
like,
hard to.
maybe like 4 hours I got of sleep, but that's because I saw everybody else was awake, so I was just out,
Yeah.
and I was like, I don't know.
Oh, dude, fuck, man.
But it was cool.
Honestly, like I said, I've been saying that for the longest time ever. I want to just like take a week off from work someday, go to some random city. I don't want to go to Denver because I know Denver enough.
Yeah.
You know, but I want to go somewhere where I don't know what the fuck where I'm at or whatever, and just be homeless for like a week and just
Yeah, dude.
do nothing but like the clothes and a small backpack or
I
something.
could probably look up the program. They probably
so
could
it's like
do it.
still a thing that they
Yeah,
do
it's not just for CSU. Like it's probably like everywhere.
for living.
Yeah.
Damn, I would definitely fucking do that.
Yeah.
People, when I tell people this, they're like, Joel, you're fucking weird. You're fucking crazy to want to do some shit like that. But it's just, it gives you a new perspective on like,
Yeah.
not only humans, but like society, everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm the first person that was probably the biggest asshole when I was like younger to like homeless people and shit. And now I think like, for what?
Yeah.
Like, who am I to fucking decide I'm fucking better? It's like, Joel,
Yeah.
the only thing you have right now, because I'm a kid at this time.
Yeah.
I'm like, the only things you have is because of your fucking parents. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have shit, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That homeless man is working harder than you are right now.
Yeah.
So it's different. It changes the way people look at things, I guess, when you immerse yourself in it.
And that's why I push like college on people, like just education in general, because it allows you to have those different experiences,
Mhm.
but also like you'll get like the foundations for it. Like it's, when I say it's a ticket, bro, it's like a ticket to life. Like, yeah, you could learn life the hard way or the easy way or whatever, but this is just a ticket to life, to just go through life a different way.
Yeah.
Because it just opens your eyes, bro. Like the teachers you have, the experiences they'll share with you, the material that you'll learn, like what you read through. Like people say it's a waste of time, it's a waste of money, but I don't think it is, bro. Why do you think it took them so long to translate the Bible? Or why do you think it took them so long to actually make it written?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because before it was just like one person had authorization to this Bible and they would tell you how everything was.
It was restricted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Knowledge is power.
Exactly. So how do you control people? It's like the Book of Eli. You make them believe in something.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's really powerful. And like right now with all these Christians that are like super gung ho Christians, like you could see like it's brainwashing them. Like it's like Like there's good Christians, and then there's Christians that are brainwashed into like some weird fantasy land. Like,
Yeah, and that's not even just Christians. That's anybody. That's
well, just everyone, yeah.
yeah,
But
I
like,
guess that's the example you're making.
yeah,
for
that's
sure,
just the example I'm making. But yeah, like I'm
What do you do?
like I'm Catholic, and I believe I believe there is a God, you know. But my beliefs in Catholicism or traditional mostly traditional in a sense because like there's no matachines in you know other religions.
Yeah.
But why does that stem? It stems because you know the people of Mexico were basically trying to be you know, encultured or indoctrinated with this new religion and people. And they mix their own roots into this religion because they're like, all right, if I'm going to believe this, like, I'm going to put my own spin to it because it involves me.
Yeah.
Like, they used to, like, there's stories where, like, they used to honor their God still and pretend like they're honoring, like, the saint, like, of whatever, like, the priest is saying.
Yeah.
Like, they'll put relics, like, next to the Virgin or relics next to something, and they'll be praying to that, but they'll be pretending they're praying to that, you know?
Huh.
So
Why though?
because like if your religion was taken over, like if you were
True.
like you know, why would you do that? You
Yeah.
know, there's people that said like
You're not just gonna be like, oh, okay, I guess this is the guy I worship now.
yeah, how extreme it got was like they're like, who's your enemy? Like, I want to know your enemy. And they're like, well, my enemy's the devil. He's like, well, I'm gonna go with the devil because this is what you're causing. Like my village, my people. He's like, and I'd rather go with him than you. And like raising up Catholic, you're like, the devil's like, no. But
Yeah.
like looking
Makes
at
sense from
looking
that
at it from a different perspective, you're just like, yeah, you're right. Like these people fucked you up. Like I'd rather go with that motherfucker than these motherfuckers. You know, like because these guys are raping your women, they're killing your people. Like you know, it's just
Dude, when you really look into history, majority of people are motherfuckers.
oh yeah, like
That's how anything got done.
yeah. But and you see like the good and the bad, and ultimately the people who live are the ones that tell the story. So it's not even the right story. So
The people who live are usually the ones who like you only lived for a reason because you were fucking tormenting and
yeah,
fucking shit up.
yeah, you fucking won. That's why we're
Exactly.
hearing your story, not the other
Yeah.
story. And
That's a whole fucking topic in itself too when it comes to like
Yeah.
just history shit. Because people talk about that now too with like media and like, oh, all this shit in the media is bullshit. And it's like, well, how do you think it's fucking been forever, bro?
Yeah.
What do you think that history really is? You know what I mean?
And like I've always been proud to be like Mexican and Hispanic and stuff, but it's like you get told that from one side of the story. Like when I go to Mexico, the story is way different than it is here. Like over there, it's just like, oh, they were dumb, but they're smart enough to do this, but that's all they did.
Yeah.
Bro, we knew numerology and astrology way better than anybody in Europe did for a long time. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
And they had schools and shit. Like the like one of the I think it's somewhere in London, one of those fucking universities, like Oxford is the oldest or whatever. I don't know what university it is, but it's like cool, but they still didn't know like what these guys knew, you know?
Exactly.
So
Dude, I think about, like you said, when it came to like, we know, the history we know is like the history that we're taught in America, whereas like the history somebody else will tell you about America's history is completely different. You know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? I think about that all the time because it's like, you think of, okay, American history, oh, fucking Nazis are bad, we win, we're badass, we came over, fucking George Washington, like just
Yeah.
all that same shit, you know? Where you go to like fucking, I guess that's more American history. You want to talk like world history, what they tell you about what Germany was like, what Japan was like.
yeah.
Japan is going to have a fucking whole different story on that. Who's true, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be a completely different perspective.
Exactly. Like the United States became badass, but like they don't talk about how bad Britain was doing like with the rest of the world.
Yep.
They had a fucking stronghold on a lot of countries, and like they lost control of the United States because they were too busy with somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like
And people think, oh, like America or Britain, you're pussies. Like, look at us. And it's like, dude, you are fucking, you're my least priority.
and they won't say also that the person who funded like the American Revolution was a Mexican guy.
Exactly.
Like that's what's crazy. Like
Dude.
nobody knows that.
I fucking love history. History, when it came to like school and like lessons and like being taught, I could give a fuck less. When it came to history as like a hobby,
Yeah.
so much more interesting.
For what it is and what it was like. Then that's why I'm telling you like this is like why like I'm not trying to push college on anybody, but it's just like that's why it's cool because those professors, like one of my professors, like he's super cool. I still have him on Facebook.
Yeah.
But he he like studied in Mexico City. He learned like as much as he could. Like he really wanted to immerse himself in everything, and he actually like found relevant, cool shit. Like because he went to the libraries and read their books, not our books,
That's
like
not
their
shit
books.
you can get here. It's not knowledge you can get
Exactly.
here.
Like, for example, like the only person in the world that has ever attacked the United States successfully without retaliation from the United States is who?
I don't even know.
It's Pancho Villa.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Like he attacked in Columbus, Ohio, attacked the United States, killed
See, like,
killed a
they
bunch
won't
of
tell you
people.
about shit like that.
No, and it's like it's a negative connotation, right? But like he's the only one. Like not even like the Osama and the Al Qaeda, not even none of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've retaliated and we beat the shit out of them, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Pancho Villa, not Pancho Villa. Like he was chilling. He got betrayed by his own people in Mexico that killed him. It wasn't the United States.
Yeah, he fell at his own fucking sword.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, dude. See, fuck, dude. We could sit here and talk history all day.
Yeah.
Throughout this podcast, you've talked a lot about just like a lot of mentors and a lot of people that have helped you out and people who have been like a good fucking mentor for you. But this is all knowledge now that like you have for the ability to be a mentor yourself.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel like you've been able to do that when it comes to not only in just like teaching kids English or whatever it may be, or fucking getting, I don't know, your other cousins in better opportunities, resources, fatherhood even, you know what I mean? Like, how has that been? Becoming a mentor now yourself with knowledge you've gained from others.
Fatherhood is weird, bro, because I, like, even now, like, so I have 2 autistic boys, and my daughter, she seems like she's neurotypical, like quote unquote normal.
Mm-hmm.
But like that's weird to me because I always imagined myself putting my kids in wrestling, like doing my life being a lot different than it is now. You know what I mean? And like, sure, like there's like, I feel a little bit like sad or like not sad, but like grieving that life that I could have had, you know, or imagined. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, like my kids could magically like autism is so weird, like it could, like they could grow to be normal, like still, or whatever normal looks, normal. Yeah. And like now, like it took me a while to like really understand, but it's like, who better than me to raise these kids? Like, who better than me to be like there for them and like be in their life. And like people say like they want to like I never wanted, like this was a quote like I heard, I don't know where I heard it, but it was like I didn't want to live forever until I had kids. And it was like, it's true, because like I want to be there for them like forever, because like they can't advocate for themselves. Mm-hmm. So it's like I gotta advocate for them, and like if I'm not here, who the fuck will be? But like it's cool because like I don't know, like who better to raise them than me, like, and my wife.
That might be the most fucking sick shit you said right there too. Just the quote of like, yo, who better than me? Like, yeah, it gives you the ability to like look at it yourself and decide, like,
yeah,
life, the universe, God, whoever the fuck it is, could give 2 fucks about what you had planned. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's a whole different perspective on, or a whole different path.
Yeah.
Entirely to go fatherhood that way. You know what I mean? But it's, who's to say what's fucking better or what's not, you know what I mean?
Like at the end
it's all perspective.
Like, and that's it, dude. Like that. Like my kids are like the reason why I want to pursue like even the highest level of education. Like I want to get my DBA or PhD, mm-hmm. Just because like I can, and just because I can, I should, you know,
be a better resource, everything.
Yeah, and like my kids are everything, bro. Like I should be. I don't want to aspire to be the richest guy in the world. I want to aspire to have enough money to take care of them forever. You know, mm-hmm. like if I'm gone, like I want to make sure some other motherfucker has to, you know, watch my kids perfect. Like kind of like Batman and his butler. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like that. Like that's the life I want for my kids. Like if I'm not here, like someone else is gonna watch for them like that.
How do you balance like such a demanding life you were talking before we started this off camera on just like the career and like a lot of the traveling and shit that you do? It seems like you have a pretty fucking demanding job. How do you balance that with fatherhood and husband life?
You just do, bro. Like it's not gonna stop. Like, and I'm used to like, you know, different ways of life and different environments, but like this one is just like, and I feel like my wife is busier than I am. You know what I mean? So it's just like,
what does your wife do?
She's a sheriff. She's a sheriff for the county, so it's just like, we're both busy. We both have full-time jobs, and at the end of the day, like, our kids are everything, and that's it. Like,
Fuck yeah.
yeah.
That's what's up. What has fatherhood taught you about your own parents now too? Because I know you said you have a different perspective
Fuck.
because they're older, but looking at your parents now seeing I'm dad.
Yeah, like, if I could be half the man my dad was, like that'd be simple enough. Like, my mom, like, she struggled with mental health issues since she's 21, but like, she, based off of her mental health, like, she shouldn't be cognitive still. Like, she shouldn't be, like, her brain should be, like, deteriorated from, like, the amount of like, medications and stuff to keep her normal. You know what I mean?
Do you mind me asking at all, like, what it is that?
She's a paranoid schizophrenic.
Okay.
So it's just like, you see a lot of people that can't function in society that do have this disability. And yeah, I've ran tests to see if, like, that was a cause of my kids having autism, but, like, you can't really narrow anything down, like, because there's just not
Everything's
enough.
just like maybe. Huh,
Like they
kinda.
said it was fucking Tylenol, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? My wife never took Tylenol with the kids, like,
Yeah.
and they just magically got it. Like, it's just, like, that type of data is, like, stupid. Like,
You
why
take that
throw it
shit
out?
more personal. for
Exactly. Like, and it's not because because of his beliefs, and, like, this, he's a Republican, Democrat, or whatever. It's just like fuck you, dude. Like, you think
can't
if
say some shit like
if
that.
it was just as simple as don't take Tylenol, like, I wouldn't have,
Yeah.
Same thing with Luca Warren. Like, Luca Warren is not even really tested. Like, what I've searched, and, like, I'd like to think I'm pretty good at researching, but what I've researched is, like, it's more of a like, you know how your muscles work, the sodium potassium pump?
Yeah.
It's more of, like, a function of that just not working. Like, where they have their brain stems and their synapses are like a tree that grows leaves every year, but they shed them, right? But their brain, they don't. So, like, I don't know, maybe haircuts are actually painful for them. Maybe you got rid of those synapses, or those, like, those that make you feel that, because we don't need it. Or cutting your nails, like, you don't need it. But to them, like, they still have it. So it's like, it's not that they want to be mad about it. It does affect them.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know that.
Yeah. It's a whole different perspective. Again,
exactly. And
everything.
they can't tell us. So it's just like, it's weird, but I think that's more believable than fucking Tylenol.
Yeah, that sounds fucking a little bit more backed by, like, some research and shit too.
Exactly. And I've done some digging. Like, I know, like, and I want to try, but I'm not a scientist, so I'm depending on the science. Because, I mean, at the end of the day, like, people, like, there's been a lot of fallacies around science and, things like that, because doctors threw away their careers to, like, lie.
Yeah.
But, like, science exists for a reason. Like, there's a reason why math fucking works. Like, you gotta believe it and trust it just as much as you trust God. Like, it's a balance.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Like, I think there's some sort of science out there that's still yet to be found.
Fuck yeah. I mean, when it comes to, like, real, like, heavy autism, I guess, in, like, society and children in just the population, it's still very fucking new. We're infants in that.
Well, as
far as I know, I don't know.
Yeah. No, it's not like new, like, it just didn't happen now, but it's just, like, finally, like, being looked at more.
It's more broad now.
And it's happening more.
Yeah.
So it's weird now. Like, before it was like, I think it was 1 in 48, then it turned to 1 in 36, and now it's like 1 in 8 or pregnancies, like, someone's autistic. So it's like, why is that happening?
Even just like the slightest bit.
Is it our water? Is it, like, what is it that happens every day that affects you? But I don't know. It's
definitely that's some shit to, like, dive into. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, thank you again for doing this. I feel like there's a lot of shit that, like, we didn't even touch on, and a lot more shit I could get into with you.
Yeah.
And I'd fucking love to have you back to just talk a bunch of shit that we left on the board.
I'm down.
Last thing also, because you're a very well-traveled person. When it comes, going way back too.
Yeah.
But, travel tips when it comes to, like, immersing yourself into, like, a different culture. Do you have? Everybody wants to. Oh, I can't wait. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Rome. I want to fucking blah blah blah. I want to go to, like, big cities. What are some tips you have for people that always want to travel? Me included. I'm fucking one of those people.
I'd say just be you. But also, like, do your homework. Like, look into it. Like, like, typical things, like, beforehand. Like, just like how to be respectful there, how do you do things. Just because when you're there, like it's like really like you could really offend someone and you don't know,
Yeah.
and it's kind of it's kind of messed up to them because then they get a bad taste in their mouth for you. But where I've gone, like they love Mexicans, like Germany, Germany, Prague.
Sorry, I feel like everybody just like loves Mexicans for the most part. Everybody always thinks, "Fuck yeah, Mexicans are sick."
Because we're respectful. We were brought to be like, not submissive, but like subordinate.
Yeah.
Like just like respectful because we respect each other. Even with each other, we respect each other really well. Like if it's another paisa down the street that you just met, like buenos dias, señor. Everybody says hi.
Yeah.
And like other places, like I walk into the office sometimes, and like everybody, like sometimes you get a hi, sometimes you don't. But if I go to like a Mexican store or something, everybody says hi.
Says hi. Yeah, I was just in Mexico not that long ago, and like you're sitting outside, and like a lady fucking crossing the street with her newborn baby, her fucking 2 kids in the stroller. She's gonna make sure she makes the time to like turn and tell you good morning.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
It's just polite. It's a different way of life.
Fuck yeah, dude. Well, hell yeah. Again, thank you again for doing this. I appreciate it.
So yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir. There's been another one. Gang.